Blox Fruits has changed a lot over the years. New fruits, new meters, sea events, reworks. PvP sweats lurking in every server like hidden bosses. And somehow people are still arguing about what the best fruit is. So today, we are ending the debate. I'm breaking down the best fruits for grinding, PvP, and sea events, so whether you're trying to level up fast, destroy kids in PvP, or survive the absolute nightmare that is terror sharks, this video got you covered. And trust me, some of these picks are gonna make people mad.
Grinding. The thing every Blox Fruits player says they hate, while grinding for 9 hours straight anyway. Now the best grinding fruit depends on one thing. How fast can you destroy NPCs without turning your fingers into mashed potatoes? And there's one fruit that's been carrying grinders since ancient civilization, Buddha. Awakened Buddha is still the king of grinding, no debate. The range buff alone is disgusting. You can stand 12 countries away from an NPC and still hit them. Pair Buddha with a good fighting style like Sharkman, Karate or God Human, and suddenly every enemy becomes free XP. It's safe, it's easy, it's efficient. That's why literally half the server is glowing yellow. But some people don't want easy. Some people want speed. That's where light comes in. Light is probably the best fruit for early game grinding. The flight is insanely fast, the cooldowns are low, and the moves hit multiple enemies at once. Traveling between islands becomes painless instead of feeling like a school field trip with no snacks. And honestly, light carries hard in First Sea. Now for late game grinders, there's also Blizzard and Magma. Blizzard has incredible AoE and crowd control. You can gather NPCs into one area and vaporize them instantly. Magma though, the damage is disgusting, especially Awakened. Magma. Boss grinding becomes way faster because the burn damage stacks up constantly. But if we're talking true grinding rankings, Buddha is the king. Light rules early game. Magma dominates bosses. Blizzard clears crowds. And if you're grinding with Barrier in 2026, I respect the dedication, but also... Why are you suffering on purpose? Everybody talks about PvP and grinding, but sea events? That's where Blox Fruits turns into a full survival movie. 1 second you're chilling on your boat, next second a terror shark rises like it just got summoned from the deepest pits of lag itself. So the question is, what's actually the best fruit for sea events? And before somebody says rocket fruit in the comments trying to be funny, relax. For sea events, you need 3 things. Massive AoE, crazy mobility, and consistent damage. And honestly, the fruit sitting at the top right now is Mammoth. Mammoth is basically a floating raid boss. The transformation gives insane durability, huge hitboxes, and attacks that can wipe sea beasts faster than your friend. Disappears after saying one more raid. The Stomp Attack and Stampede go absolutely crazy against grouped enemies. But here's the thing. Mammoth isn't the only beast here. Magma is still one of the most broken sea event fruits in the game, especially Awakened Magma. The damage over time melts sea beasts, like genuinely evaporates them. And since most sea events involve giant targets, Magma users basically become walking volcanic disasters. If you're grinding Leviathan hunts, Magma is almost mandatory at this point. Now let's talk about the dark horse, Blizzard. People sleep on Blizzard way too hard. The flight drains almost no energy, the AoE is insane, and the tornado moves turn crowded sea events into a microwave. Plus, the mobility lets you dodge. Terror Shark attacks easier than those fake bounty hunters dodge fair fights. And then there's Kitsune. Yeah, expensive fruit, everybody knows. But there's a reason rich players never hop off it. Kitsune has speed, damage, mobility, survivability. It basically does taxes for you too. During sea events, being fast matters a lot because boats get shredded instantly. But if we're ranking overall, Magma for pure damage, Mammoth for survivability, Blizzard for control, Kitsune for all-round dominance. And if you're using Spin Fruit for sea events, you're not hunting the sea beast. The sea beast is hunting you. Lastly, PvP. All right, PvP. The land where people spam ease after jumping you in a 3v1. Now choosing the best PvP fruit isn't just about damage anymore. You need combo potential, mobility, stun, and enough pressure to make your opponent question their internet connection. And currently, Dragon Rework isn't here yet. So the PvP throne is basically being fought over by Kitsune, Doe, Tiger, and Portal. Let's start with Doe. Doe users have been terrorizing servers since dinosaurs existed. The stuns are ridiculous, the combos last longer than school assemblies, and if a skilled Doe player catches you once, just start writing your goodbye speech. The awakened moves chain together perfectly, and the mobility makes escaping almost impossible. But then there's Kitsune. This fruit is basically a sports car mixed with a nuclear missile. The speed is absurd, the damage is absurd. The hitboxes? Also absurd. Half the fight is literally trying to see the Kitsune user before your health bar files for divorce. Kitsune dominates because it controls the pace of every fight. Now Tiger. Tiger players don't even walk anymore. They just hold transformation and become aggressive Wi-Fi signals. The M1 pressure is insane, and against newer players it feels impossible to fight back. But skilled players can punish Leopard if they predict the spam. Portal, though. Portal is the most annoying fruit in the entire game. Not always the strongest, but definitely the most irritating. Portal users appear behind you like movie villains, and suddenly your bounty belongs to them. It's less PvP and more psychological warfare. So what's the best overall PvP fruit? For pure skill combos, Doe. For aggression and dominance, Kitsune. For brain-melting pressure, Tiger. For mobility and utility, Portal. An honorable mention to ice users, because getting frozen mid-air still feels like emotional damage. That's all for today, boys, and girls, see y'all next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And make sure you join our epic Discord server. Goodbye, Yeet McGee gang.